Hi everyone, my name's Taylor Joseph,
And I'm Sarah Heenan.
and we are going to be summarizing The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. The first thing that we're going to be talking about is the methods of habit formations in individuals. Habit formation is best described through the story of Eugene after he lost nearly all of his memory from viral encephalitis. Although this took his memory, he intrigued researchers due to the fact that he still lived a life every day with nearly no ability to form any new memory, but instead relied on habits and routines that he formed over time. The first thing that we're going to talk about is the habit loop. It is a three-part process. The first part of that process is called the cue or the trigger. This tells your brain to go into automatic mode. It could be a visual trigger or a certain place, time of the day, or emotion. The second part of the habit loop is the routine. This is a behavior such as what people do over and over again and can be complex or simple. And the third part of the process is the reward. This is something that your brain likes to remember in the future, such as food or drugs that cause physical sensations or can be emotional payoffs, such as pride or a sense of accomplishment. Habit-making behavior takes place in the basal ganglia. Once a habit is formed, the decision-making part of your brain goes into sleep mode and your basal ganglia kicks in. The brain starts working less and less, thus saving energy. An example of this is backing out of your driveway. In the beginning, this seems hard and a lot of things to think about, but once it becomes a habit, we do it without putting as much thought into it.
The next thing we're going to talk about is methods of habit change in individuals. So when looking at the habit loop, as mentioned previously by Taylor, habit change occurs when the cue and reward steps remain the same and the routine is altered. Habit change can occur most effectively by using the same cue or trigger and providing the same reward but shifting the routine in a more positive way. Almost any behavior can be transformed if the cue and the reward stay the same. In the example provided by Charles Duhigg, alcoholics are triggered by emotional cues such as relaxation, escape, companionship, blunting of anxieties, and opportunity for emotional release. These emotional cues are relieved when consuming an alcoholic beverage. In order to change this habit, the routine has to be changed, which in this case is the consumption of alcohol. By changing this routine, such as attending an AA meeting and speaking with a sponsor about these feelings, or by exercising, this takes away the alcohol component, but still offers the same reward of feeling relaxed and other positive emotions. Over time, when a routine becomes consistent and is still offering the same reward, it becomes a permanent habit. So now we're going to apply these concepts to ourselves. After reading The Power of Habit, I thought about some of the habits that have been formed in my life, both positively and negatively. Diet is one that can sometimes be a struggle for me because of my busy lifestyle. I tend to eat out on my way home from work if I do not have food at home. I also am influenced by my coworkers to order lunch on days that I don't bring my own lunch. I have learned that in order to form a positive habit with my diet, I have to have a consistent healthy meal prepared and ready for the week. The trigger in this scenario would be the craving for food. The routine that I have decided to make into a habit is to prepare my lunches the night before work, because if I don't, I will order out or eat unhealthy food from the cafeteria. The reward in this scenario is feeling good, being more energized, and not eating unhealthy food.
After reading this book myself, I thought about the habits and how they are formed in my life. One habit that is important for my life is exercising. I'm triggered to exercise from an emotional standpoint due to stress from school or work. By exercising, I know that I will feel good in the end and thus form a routine to bring my gym clothes with me every day to work. My routine is getting dressed at work, going to the gym, and being rewarded by feeling accomplished and having more energy by the end of the day.